Hello, we're living in a society where it seems like us as Americans are living as modern day slaves. What I mean by modern day slaves is we work, some of us work 40 plus more hours a week, but we barely have enough to pay our rent, utilities, gas money, plus health expenses. So a lot of us put our health to the side and do our necessities, which is rent, water, lights, and gas to eat, be able to get to work, or bus fare, or taxi fare, however we may get there. And that's why I feel we are modern day slaves. We don't have extra to put to the side or for or a rainy day or for emergency situation. Can any of us remember our first job and how much we got paid an hour? Well, my first job was at a grocery store in my hometown, Clinton, and minimum wage then was $5.15 an hour. My checks were $100 to $125 a week, and at that time, that was good enough for me because I had no bills, I had no gas, and I had no car to put gas in, and it just was basically do what I want with my check. But these day and age, Obama raised the minimum wage to $7.25 in 2009, which is not enough for us to survive on. We're still below poverty level as on the government level. That's below poverty. That's not enough for a person to live on with one or more people in their family. Cost of living is steady going up. After Katrina, I remember my rent used to be $325 back in 2004. Man, the same apartments after Katrina in 2006, 5, he now charged $525. Nothing changed, nothing done. He just raised the rent after Katrina. I don't understand why, and it seems like gas prices is higher too, but the rate of pay staying the same. That's a two-bedroom apartment I lived in 2000. It was like 2002, 2003, and the rent was $325, and he now charges like $525 to $600 for that same apartment, and nothing changed. It's still in a bad area, still the same. Just cost of living's going up higher. I guess his property tax went up, so he upped the rent. I have no idea, but I know it's not really worth that amount of money. But people are paying it because well, the choice that they have. Yes, but Barack Obama raised the minimum wage to $7.25. He was pushing for it to get raised to $9 an hour, but Congress did not want that for some reason. But I think it would level the playing field because it has so many overpaid people. The businesses that's paying minimum wage can really afford to pay more than $7.25 an hour, and I mean the medical expenses. If they have medical expenses taken out of their check, the gross pay of a person getting paid minimum wage is 16,000 a year, but the net pay after taxes and after medical expenses and if they have medical expenses for themselves and a child or two, they're not bringing home more than 13 to 14,000 a year, and plus bills. I mean, rent at 300. Well, I'm gonna say 500. That's the minimum you're gonna find. I haven't seen anything cheaper. 500 times 12 months is 6,000. If you so that's $6,000 left to pay bills, gas, deductible insurance deductibles, and if you have an emergency situation, which is nothing. I mean, it's nothing to live on. We are declared the wealthiest country. 3.8 million workers are paid below minimum wage or minimum wage. And today's households are mostly women. There's no men in the household. And the women is the one who's making the 725, and that's with daycare expenses, that's with bills, and that's with taking care of a child. Basic necessities, we we are below poverty level. 19 states plus Washington D.C. is above the 725 mark. Washington D.C. minimum wage is $9.19. The federal minimum wage law was created to protect unskilled workers. And a lot of us are unskilled because we're unable to go to school because we have kids, we have responsibilities, and we're stuck at this low rate of pay because we don't have any training of past, you know, regular regular work. We wasn't able to go to school to get paid more, so we stuck at this training pay. Like I said, most households are only mothers, and who don't have the time or money to get a degree. So, you know, that kids are growing up having to see and struggle and do things that they probably wouldn't have done if they were in a household with they got paid more money. I know I was in a household. Nobody in my household went to school. No, they worked like hard, and that's what I did once I was able. I started working. So I think that if the United States would raise minimum wage level, parents wouldn't have to work so many hours to be away from their kids, and they wouldn't have to they may have the time to go back to school or better themselves or not have to work so many hours to spend time with their family. So in my conclusion, I just believe that minimum wage should be raised higher than 7.25 in order for us to live a little more comfortable. I mean, $9 an hour is not going to be that more comfortable, but it's more than what we're making at the present time. Thank you.